What's going on, guys? It's your boy Varric, and today we're back on Schedule Frickin' 1. Yes! Now, you might have seen the title, and you might be wondering, day 2, kinda? Why kinda? Well, basically, I had played this video on stream that night, and I had made a video about this game on stream. And then after that stream, one of my buddies asked if I wanted to make a world with him. Well, I made a world with him, and then I kind of got sucked into making the drugs, and then I figured out how to make my own mixes, and then I started realizing that, like, I was getting to know all the people, and now I'm kind of deep, guys. I'm kind of deep. So this series is going to be a different type of series from all the other ones on the channel. Instead of showing you guys episodes of me playing this game for my first time, I'm going to reframe it and I'm going to replay the game going back to the beginning, starting over with the knowledge that I know now and what I would have done. So we're going to do it that way. And I think this will actually help the people watching a lot more. I think you guys will be able to learn a lot of cool tips from the series. Even just in this video, I'm probably going to tell you a lot of cool tips. And yeah, I just want to give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. So let me show you what's going on the other world real quick. So this is what my world looks like with my friend. I got a little bit carried away. I'm just used to blasting games solo and just like dumping a bunch of hours into it and learning everything I can. I'm still getting used to like the whole recording aspect. So my bad on that. But this is our barn. This is our progress. We've got all the weed set up right here. We've got the meth going in the background. I have that little mixing bench to mix together a bunch of different ingredients to try to figure out my strains. I've been trying to not use the wiki, just try to figure out everything myself. And man, I've been really loving this game. So let's see if we could do this now, going back, starting again, knowing what I know now. So yeah. Basically, I'm a professional. So at the end of the last stream, I had gotten the Chinese restaurant and I had moved everything from the motel to the Chinese restaurant. So now this is our own base of operations. I don't remember if I showed you guys the mixing table in the first episode, but this is the mixing table. This is how you get ingredients from like gas stations, like donuts and bananas and Viagra, and you mix them all together with your weed to get different modifiers. And then those modifiers have like values. I'm not going to go over like this too much in this video because I'm going to be making a video later on showcasing my grows and like how the weed works and like how the modifiers work, and not just weed, but this goes for like meth and coke too, or at least I assume it goes for coke. I haven't done the coke yet. I haven't gotten that far, but I'm going to get there pretty soon. And I'm also going to be making another video that's just dedicated tips, structured tips for you guys so that I can show you like what I've learned during my gameplay. And yeah, like I said, I'm really trying not to use the wiki, so everything you see here is going to be personally from me. I've literally made a notepad like spreadsheet of all of my recipes and ingredients and stuff like that, the values, the weights, and dude, I freaking love this game, and I would like to think that in this early access state, this is as bare as the game is going to be. They can only add more items and more modifiers, right? And then you have the whole modding aspect. Like, bro, this game might honestly end up being one of my favorite games. I'm not even capping. Okay, so when I was last here, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So all these ingredients, we have some kook, we have some Viagra, some bananas, there's donuts. Okay, I can make something out of this. I think this is green crack growing right now. So yeah, we should be able to make Riz Raz, which is my own personal strain. It was the first strain I made. It's not too great, but it works. I actually have a better one that I figured out that also uses green crack called Reborn X, and we're gonna make that one instead. But for right now, we can do this first load as Riz Raz. My first quest right now is dodgy dealing. Talk to Benji Coleman in motel room number 2. Well, Benji! Hello, sir. How are you doing? How is your day going? Would you like to work for me as a distributor? $500? I forgot I'm poor. Okay, well, that didn't go very well. We could fix this, though. This is fixable. So I'm going to show you guys a cool thing right now. So I'm going to take some of this product, right? Let's take 2 jars of the OG Kush. Since this is like base weed, well, it is the beginning of the game, so I don't actually know what they're gonna buy like, but let's take all this stuff. Well, I don't want to sell all of it because if you sell at nighttime, you don't get XP. So we definitely want to sell like during the daylight rotation, but we're gonna still sell at nighttime, and I'll tell you why later. So basically over here, that's the bungalow down there, the player home bungalow, and then this road right here, this house is Meg Cooley, Kyle Cooley, and Austin Steiner's house. And this house is really OP because Austin Steiner and Kyle both really like weed, so you can sell a lot to them. And then Meg is more of a meth head. That's her taste. But basically, this house is absolutely cracked. So what's going on, Austin? I'm going to offer you a jar. He's going to take it because he's a freaking fiend. Nice. This is basic marijuana. It's nothing special, Austin. I'm sorry about that, but we'll be back later with some tanklage. What's going on, Kyle? And yeah, they all just kind of like stack inside of each other here. So Kyle's also going to take a jar, and he's going to take an extra one because Kyle is also a fiend. And then we're going to hit up Meg. Meg, come here. Meg, I have drugs to serve you. How are you doing? Oh my God. Wait, 180? 80%. Have a nice night, people. I love being your local drug provider. Actually a goated house, actually really good. And also NPC like deals reset about every 6 minutes and 10 seconds. I timed it on a stopwatch. I did it 3 times. It's about every 6 minutes and 10 seconds. You can trade with all these guys again. So every person that I'm selling to right now, wait 6 minutes, you could sell with them again. This guy over on the docks, his name is Geraldine. He is also a fiend. He buys a lot of weed. He might honestly, he wants all of this shit. All of that shit. Give me that money, dude. Yeah, that guy is something else. He's a special one. And this game is really interesting too, because like as I'm going around and I'm playing this game, I'm really learning these characters. Like these characters actually have personalities. They actually have routes during the day. They have lives. They have jobs. They go to a building and spend most of their day there or most of their night there. They all have individual houses that they all go to. Some of them have families like you saw with the other house. And like as I'm selling to these people and as like I'm talking to these people day in and day out, making deals with them, learning how they text and stuff like that, I'm actually getting to know the NPCs. Like I know their personality and I know them by name. That is an extraordinarily rare quality for a video game. That's something that I don't like encounter often. So we're gonna hire Benji here for 500 bucks. That's awesome. Hello, Benji. Welcome to the workforce. Now, Benji is one of the most OP dealers because this route right here is literally the most condensed route, I think, in the game. So far anyway. The reason why is because right here in room number 3, you have Peter. In this room, you have Beth? I don't remember, but I think that's Beth. You've also got Donna. Donna runs the motels. Sam works here at the Thompson Garage, right? Kyle works at Taco Ticklers and he has a job here. These 2 cops stand here literally day in and day out, and you can get like right up to them. You can get right up behind them and they won't see you. And then like that whole route down there, you've got Geraldine at the docks. And then you've also got Mrs. Ming right here. So in the Chinese restaurant, you can live in the Chinese restaurant and you can also sell drugs to Mrs. Ming. And Mrs. Ming, like sometimes they'll turn you down, but she buys a lot, trust me. And you could also sell to the guy at the Shred Shack, Jeff Gilmore, I think is his name. And then you've got the dude who has the black apron that works here at the pizza market. The guy at the hardware store sadly doesn't buy anything, but sometimes there's people at the Highland Range and there might be somebody standing out back. But yeah, basically Benji's route is absolutely insane. Talk to Uncle Nelson on the phone. Looks like you've reached your weekly deposit limit. To avoid arousing suspicion, you can only deposit so much cash each week via ATMs. If you want to convert more cash to online balance, you're going to need to start laundering. Laundering involves using a legal business to conceal the origin of your less than legal cash. First things first, you're going to need to make a business. Go check out Ray's Realty. You're probably not going to be buying out the casino anytime soon, but there should be a cheap business for sale. So laundering is really cool because basically you get a computer that has a button on it that says launder, and then each business can launder so much money every 24 hours. Because basically you can only deposit $10,000 worth of cash into an ATM per week, and that's like your deposit limit. You can't go more than that. So in order to get more than that, you have to launder it through businesses. It's very cool. It's such a cool system. Okay, so I'm going to water these. So these, by the way, are sprinklers and soil like dispensers. It's just basic shit. These things, I turn the nozzle, they have infinite water. It's way better than watering it. I don't have to do a mini game. I can literally just water the plants. Then these soil dispensers, I just put a bag of soil in them. And then when the soil runs out, I hit the nozzle and it dispenses more soil into the pot. It's very cool. It's very fast. It's very freaking clean. And I've also got the electric trimmers, so I don't have to snip individually anymore. I can just drag and yeah, this is, dude, watch. So save the game right there, and then we're going to sleep real quick. Now, our green crack should be grown throughout the night, and then I'm going to take this green crack and we're going to make something fantastic. Some absolute danklage, my friends. So let's harvest this plant. With the electric trimmers make it so much faster, it's so much nicer, and now that there's no soil in the pot, Very freaking fantastic. I love this. So you put the donuts in the pot right here. We're gonna have to mix it twice. Later on, you get a mixing station that lets you do it automatically, but this, you have to manually do like a mini game, put it into the bowl, mix it. I love the process though. I absolutely love the process. And also, in case you didn't know, in the products tab, when you make a ton of different types of weed and stuff like that, or even like meth, coke, whatever, it can be really hard to find what you made in like a giant list of just different types of weed, right? This whole thing is alphabetical right here, in case you didn't know. So there's these base types up here, these 4 base types, and then after that, it's literally alphabetical. It's crazy. I didn't realize that until like fairly recently. I was like, oh, it's alphabetical. Because I was gonna say they should put like a search bar at the top. Like they should just let you search by your strains. I don't know why you can't. Maybe that would be harder to add than I think, but I don't know. Maybe they just didn't think about it. So we are mixing up the rest of the pound pack with some donuts. And now we're going to add bananas next. Now I have another tip for you. These orders right here, I accepted one for now. I don't know why I did that actually. You have to wait. So it's actually much better to schedule your orders for late night. The reason is that when you go to do your orders, they're all going to be past curfew. So you get a 20% curfew bonus for the price of the order. So like this order is worth $240. So 20% of $240 is going to be my bonus for going past curfew basically. So you always want to schedule all of your orders at late night for sure. Now, sadly, I'm not going to have this Riz Raz done for Jesse in time. I just kind of zoned out and accepted that one. That was bad on my part. Shouldn't be wasting orders like that this early on, but it is okay. It will work out in the end. We are fine. So we are mixing the bananas into pondering pack. Pondering pack is quite excellent. Now we're going to mix Viagra with pondering pack to create wet dream haze, I like to call it. Also, another thing I forgot to mention about the late night orders is literally if you schedule for late night, not only do you get a curfew bonus, but you also get to keep the orders stacked up and they get locked. So like the daylight rotation goes to like 4 or 5 a.m. and then it stops, it freezes, and it can't progress unless you sleep. So if you schedule all of your orders for late night, then you end up having them locked. They just stay there until you complete them and you can get them all done. You're not on a time limit. Very nice. Kind of broken. Very nice though. It like definitely incentivizes you to like go out during the late night, which I think is what they want you to do. I think they don't really want you to like sell during the day. And if you do sell during the day, it's fine, but you don't get any inherent bonus for that. I think they want you to be out late night, risking it, dealing with police. They want you to be doing that for sure. So we take the wet dream haze and mix it with kook and it becomes Riz Raz. And this was the very first weed strain that I like made that I was like, oh, right? It was like my very first one. Didn't know anything. Literally just my first time mixing modifiers together. I was ecstatic. Turns out it's not that great, but it still is 4 ingredients and it does the trick, man. So it's a nostalgic strain. It holds a place in my heart for sure. I think this isn't going to be done in time and I'm going to miss Chloe's order too, which is hilarious because I did that on accident again. Here I am just wasting orders. Now, while this is finishing up, I am going to plant the seeds. We're going to get these green crack back in the ground. By the way, I consider this to be the most efficient way to grow weed in the Chinese restaurant. You can fit 4 grow tents with dispensers in the kitchen if you do it like this. You just kind of have to offset it a little bit. And then this water one will be in the far back and the soil back here will be in the far back. But I like this layout. This layout's goated. And then for each plant, for my weed at least, I always put fertilizer and PGA on it, or PGR, my bad. And there we go. So we're just going to hit all of these plants with PGR and fertilizer. All of those are good to go. We can slap some water on them because I think I am going to go to bed soon. The water does deteriorate overnight, but they don't actually grow until the daytime. These ones are the only ones that do that. That's why I think meth is better personally, because meth actually cooks overnight. It goes on a timer. Weed only goes during the daytime, so you can only really sell weed when you grow it during the daytime, which is a bad limiter. You could sell a lot more meth. You can make a lot more meth. And nighttime is also really OP because as your drug becomes more addictive, you get people who are really fiending for it and they'll chase you down at night. They'll like approach you at your door asking for a fix and stuff like that. So you get sales all night. And like I said, every single NPC's inventory resets every 6 minutes and 10 seconds. So you can kind of do your route, which I will show in a tips video. And you could do that every 6 minutes. So you can keep getting sales all night. You're just not going to get XP for it, which is actually a pretty big thing. But as long as you're comfortable only getting money and not getting XP, nighttime is OP. And also you can launder your money while you're mixing because the laundering money also works on a timer as well. You don't have to go to daytime to actually launder money. It's just always perpetually going. So you can also grind laundered money over nighttime. We do have our first 10 Riz Raz done and dusted, so let me baggy this up, and we're gonna get this sold. I'm gonna have to sell it manually tonight, but I'm gonna have to give Benji like 10 at least. Also, I'm sorry if this video is going to be like a little bit lacking on the humor, because like I'm actually really invested in this game. I love this game, bro. I love this game. Like, I'm nerding out over this game. I've been waiting for a game like this for so gosh darn long, and I finally have it. There is so much potential here. I am a super fan of this game. I love this game. So I think we might do a little bit of a deep dive on the channel here, and I'm going to do extra videos, like extra guides, extra like different videos about this game, and like different things that you could do, tips and tricks, recipes and stuff like that, which I know that there's a wiki that like, you know, tells you the perfect recipe for everything and blah, 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 but that's no fun, bro. Literally, you could tell with how this game is developed that they want people to make their own custom recipes and like share them. Wrong thing. And like, yeah, you can go on the wiki and you can get the perfect recipe and stuff like that, sure, but I think it's a lot more fun, and it's definitely a lot more entertaining to make your own strains for sure, especially because you can name them whatever you want, and then like you can literally tell people your recipe and the name of each bud, and they can make it that in their world as well, so they're like literally using your strain. Like, it's so cool, bro. So much potential here, and honestly, I think it needs like double the items, double the modifiers, but that's what I mean, is like this game has crazy potential, and it's only going to get better. It's just only going to get better, and I'm here for it. Okay, so we got our first customer here, Peggy Myers. We are giving her 2 Riz Raz for $250. Have a nice night, Peggy. I hope you enjoy your dank. Austin, yo, you don't actually have a deal with me, but would you like some green crack, sir? Just like 4 of that? Okay. Go over to Sam here. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? You want one of that Riz Raz? I don't know why I'm dragging. And what's going on, Kathy? How you doing, Kathy? Are you fiending? You need your fix? There you go. That's that good shit. That's that good shit right there. Smoke that. Smoke that. Yeah. God, Kathy is seeing stars right now. Kathy's a fiend too. Kathy buys a lot of weed. She lives over at the apartments where Molly is. And we got one more Wiz Waz going for you. Yeah, get that Wiz Waz, Mrs. Beth. Mrs. Beth, you get that Wiz Waz. Tell me how that Wiz Waz going, huh? Oh, she wiped that Wiz Waz. Peter, how's it going, Peter? How are you doing, sir? Have a good night, man. I hope you enjoyed that. I actually don't know what you're gonna look like with red hair. All right, then. Good old Geraldine. See, I was gonna stop by this guy's house and actually see if he wanted some, but I'm glad that I didn't, because he was over here, and McLovin is over at the bus stop. How you doing, Mick? How's your night going, sir? There's 2 Riz Raz there for you. And where else do I gotta go? I gotta go over here by the dumpster. Donna, how's it going? How's it hanging? How you doing? 1 Riz Raz for the lady. Enjoy that. Have a nice night. And Trent, how's it going? How is it going? Trent is actually a part of one of the main routes over in the west area. He lives in that house right there, actually. Another OP area is actually this homeless camp too. You've got Joyce that lives in this RV. She's not there right now. Jerry lives in the tent. He's not there right now. And Crazy Frank sits here on the bench. And then Chloe Bowers works at the gas station during the day, but at nighttime, Charles, how's it going? Would you like something, sir? Would you like a free sample? It appears I have not met you yet in this lifetime. Try that boy. Try that Yeah. See, Charles is an addict. Okay, what can I say? Charles loves that good and I got a lot of that good Would you like more of that? Okay. And then moving over here to the left. So this is McLubbin's house. And he also lives with Doris, but this house is glitched. Yeah, this house is glitched in my other world too. I wasn't sure if it was going to work in this one, but it's glitched in all worlds apparently. So basically what happens is, yeah, see, you knock for Doris, but then they do this, and they just come out for a split second, and then they go back in, and then you knock for Mick, and it just like takes a second, and then the opposite comes out. This house is bugged. Please fix this house. If this house was fixed, this would actually be a really good part of the rotation, because you could double sell to McLovin and Doris, go straight to Trent's house, move over here, go over to Molly's apartments, hit both Kathy and what's his face upstairs. I think his name is Keith, maybe. And that would be a really good extension to the route. What's going on, Joyce? How's it going? 1 Riz Raz for you. And then we got 2 Riz Raz over here behind the construction site. Oh, it's Jerry. It's Jerry. How you doing, Jerry? How's it going, Jerry? How's your day going, Jerry? You want some weed? Here you go. There's that good here. You enjoy that. Have a good night, sir. I'm curious as to what they're going to add next. And honestly, I'm not even too concerned about that. I kind of just want to do like cocaine and stuff. And I would be at like deep end game by now. But the reason that I've been taking so long to get there is just because I'm playing with a friend. I want to wait for my friend. I don't want to progress without him, right? That makes sense. So basically, it's been a lot of just me being like up late night, stuck at curfew. Not stuck, but just mixing together drugs is basically what I've been doing. And I've been enjoying the hell out of it. So very nice. But that's how I figured out all this info, because I've literally just spent so much time just like going around the village, meeting different people, selling different things, mixing different things, like experimenting with different game mechanics. And now I would like to make videos about all of it and give them to you so that you can know more about the game, obviously. Now, I did see a TikTok of a glitch that you could do at the warehouse, and I kind of want to try it. I want to see if it works. Since I am early game and I don't have access to the warehouse yet, I kind of want to go see if that glitch works, guys. So this is the warehouse, and basically in here, there's people that sell weapons, and there's people that sell tables for like meth and cocaine and all that type of stuff, right? Now, apparently, you can get right up against this door, and you can get on your skateboard. Yep, it works. Wait, maybe not. Hold up. Okay, what if I jump? Nope, it has to be my back, doesn't it? And jump. Wait. I saw the door button pop up. Got it. I got it. Oh, I got it. Did you see that? I got it. 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 Okay, this is the warehouse, guys. I'm not going to buy anything here. I'm not going to touch this, but I am here way before I should be. So basically what you do for this glitch then is you literally get right here in front of the door. You get your skateboard on this side, and as you're getting on your skateboard, spam E. Like jump and spam E. And you open the door like that. That's crazy. Well, that's pretty freaking handy to know. Let's see if, what's his name is over here early. Yep. Jesse is up there early. In fact, now I think the cops are going to see me for sure if I go up there. So that's kind of an interesting situation. Yo, Jesse, turn around. Jesse, Jesse. It's okay. I'll go make more Riz Raz and I'll come over to her in a second. Worst case scenario, we can't get to her and I'll have to just go over there in the morning. It's fine. We do also have to provide Benji with at least 10 weed. Now, I do think that I have some jars here, actually. Is that going to count? I could just give Benji all of these jars. And honestly, if it doesn't count, I can give him, well, I'll just give him all of this weed. Now, with the dealers are really good, right? But you want to network them properly for sure. Also, giving them jars is definitely the best way to do it. Jars and bricks are definitely the best way to do it. But make sure you leave an open inventory slot for them, because if you don't, they won't have enough space to break down the jars and they'll get confused and they won't sell anything. So like, for example, for Benji, to figure out what the best customers would be for Benji, go into your contacts and literally look at the area Benji is in and just choose from these people who you would want to give Benji. Now, since I've been around the block a few times, not in that way, just, you know, I know people basically. I know right off the noggin who is the best for Benji. I definitely want to give Austin Steiner to Benji for sure, because he buys a lot of weed. And I also want to give his son to Benji, Kyle Cooley. I want Geraldine to always get his fix because Geraldine is a fiend. I want Jessie to get her fix because Jessie doesn't talk to me because she's a bitch. Donna Martin doesn't really buy much, so I'll just stick Benji on her because he's right next to her all the time. Benji also lives right next door to Peter File, so I'll give him Peter. And then Sam works across the street, and I don't really know who to give him last. Maybe Mrs. Ming? But I kind of also want him to have somebody who's like actually good. Maybe we do Beth? Beth might buy more than Mrs. Ming. Let's just do Beth. I literally live at the Chinese restaurant. I'll just do Mrs. Ming. It's fine. So there's our list of customers for Benji. Those are the people that I think would be the best for Benji right now. So that's all set up. Sam's at home. Sam's usually only here during the day. You can tell because his car will be here. He literally pulls in the morning in a yellow car. Hello, sir. Are you working here? I forget his name. What's his name? Oh, Austin. Austin works there at the movie theater, or the arcade, I mean. Austin Steiner works at the arcade, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I just got to finish up the rest of the Riz Raz. That batch is almost done. It's at the last stage. Let's trim these weed plants and just get these all set up for next time. Oh, I forgot to order the dead drop. Yo, Albert Hoover, I owe you $360. Okay, not a problemo. Is it Dan's Hardware? It is Dan's Hardware. Okay, so I got to go to Dan's Hardware and I got to pay off Albert Hoover. Here you go, Albert. Now I'm just going to slap 3. Nope. I'm too poor for that. I'm going to slap 1,500 in here. 1,500 for Albert Hoover. And the reason that I overpay him is because he will automatically take the overpayment out of my next order. So that way you don't have to just keep going back and forth trying to pay off your debt. And we're going to order more green crack seeds for sure. I'm going to order 8 of these guys. That'll be ready in about 4 hours. Our Rizraz is almost finished up over here. Just our last mixture going into the machine. And I'm going to save the rest of this green crack for later. On my way to sell drugs. Hello, people. Would you like drugs this morning? Yo, Austin. Yo, turn around, dude. I see you going to work. Don't ignore me. Yo, I got this slow-ass skateboard. Bro, would you like some weed, sir? Would you like 2 Rizraz on your way to work? Take that shit on your lunch break, dog. Smoke one for now and leave one for later. Tell me how it is, bro. Yeah, bro's going to work. Toasted. Okay, our first cut. Oh, wait, Trent, come here. Trent, would you like some weed, sir? Of course you would, bro. Take that shit. Take that shit, dude. Let me know what you think, bro. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've never seen Trent in that form before. What's going on, Keith? How you doing? 1 Rizraz for you. Very nice, very cool. Enjoy your night. Please don't kill me. What's going on, Kim? Hello, Kim. How's your night going? Day. I mean, it's daytime. The sun's out. I see it. Oh yeah, Jesse's over here. She waited out all night, bro. The cops were just looking at her standing in this corner all freaking night. They didn't say anything. They were just like, oh yeah, that Jesse girl. Yeah, she does that. She just stands there all night. Okay, the laundromat is 4K. Yo, I actually have enough, bro. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna withdraw and I can get it back later. Let's withdraw 1,000. Okay, and then let's withdraw. Let's do 500 so I have some walking around money. Okay, what's good? Oh, you want some? You want your fix? Oh, I got some for you. Take that shit. Yeah, take that shit, Kathy. Kathy, I told you Kathy was a fiend. Look at that. That's that good shit right there, dude. That's that good shit. Okay, let's go to the realtor's office and let's purchase the laundromat. And then that's the end of this episode, sadly, but there will be more to come. Yo, Ray. Ray, how's it going, Ray? Would I be able to purchase perhaps a property? Or not a property, but a business? Oh, shit. Well, the money has to be in my bank, so, GG. It's okay, though, because that literally means that I wouldn't have been able to do it today anyway. I literally have to progress one more day. Okay, in the next episode, we'll buy the laundromat then. Sorry about that. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A little bit of a switch up, a little bit of a different vibe. I'm sorry if this one was a little less funny and a lot more just like, you know, rambling. I don't know. But this game is going to take a turn for me, and I'm really having fun with it, so, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Yo guys, welcome to the outro. So today was schedule 1 episode 2, and honestly, I'm feeling good about this game, bro. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling nice. Everything about this game is right up my alley. I wasn't expecting you to be able to mix and match modifiers on the weed. That's an extra step that's just keeping me freaking addicted, bro. I seriously do want to be a part of the community on this game, and I am going to make guides and videos going forward, so look forward to those. If you're playing this game yourself, feel free to let me know what you're doing in the comments. Feel free to let me know any recipes you figured out. What are you guys using in the early game? What recipes did you come up with? What kind of like weed are you selling? What kind of meth are you selling? Let me know. I've got some really cool recipes I want to showcase to you guys, and I'm probably going to make a whole video about that. I'm going to make a quote-unquote god mix for each strain, and also I have one for meth, and I'm also going to make one for coke. I don't know if the coke will be in that video, but the meth and the weed for sure. I also am planning a like 20 tips guide. If I don't get to 20, it might be like 15. I don't know, but the tips are absolutely freaking goated. Some of them were in this video as well, but look forward to that too. I am planning an ultimate tips guide. Shout out to you for staying and watching until the end of the video, and even if you didn't watch the entire video, you're still here, and that means a lot to me. So thank you. Shout out to my editor, Middle. He does a great job with the videos and the shorts, and you can check out his links in the description down below. Next to mine, as always. And yeah, guys, you will see more Schedule 1 on the channel for sure, 1,000,000 bajillion%. And I will see you on the channel in the next one. It's been Varric. Peace.